Okay, so let's first import the SVG file. So import as SVG, not SVG as grease pencil. This doesn't seem to work for the files that we have. So let's first import them as curves and then convert the curves to grease pencil objects. So scalable vector graphics, downloads, illustration, and the first one. And it's tiny. And another thing I want to do right now is to have two different views. One to look at it from the camera and the other to work with. So right now the camera is somewhere else. So I'm going to fix the position of the camera. And where do I want it? So I want it go up along the z-axis. Yeah, that looks okay. And I want it to be an orthographic camera so that I can just layer everything and not worry about perspective showing the layers behind. So it'll behave more like Photoshop layers rather than a real world perspective camera. So I change it to orthographic, and then probably have to change something to make the graphics actually appear. So let me change the scale. Okay. Change Y and X, and then change the scale again. Oh, the origin is over there. It's okay. So I move it down and then scale it up. So you can press the shift key to make it scale slower. But okay, that's enough of fiddling for now. So I've positioned the camera and I can see everything on the scene. And now let's start manipulating it. So I go to top view by pressing 7 on numpad, and then so these shapes are the fills, and all of these have been imported as curves. So first let's select all the fills that we can. I'm not going to deal with this. This is a little more complicated with about 2 fills and 2 stroke layers, but you'll get the idea once I show you how it works with these foreground shapes. So I've selected these shapes, the fills, and then I go to object, convert to grease pencil, and now those are 4 grease pencil objects. And now let's change the colors. Not sure if it'll work for multiple select, but let's try. It doesn't. So I go to solid white, the second grease pencil, solid. Can I just say choose the same material? Yeah, that's easier. So choose the white material for all of these fills. Oh, okay. So now, unfortunately, these are now still on the same Z space, which is the underlying problem for every issue we've had so far. So I'm going to choose all these grease pencil objects and move them back in Z space. So now you see they're not fighting, and within the camera we can see, since we chose an orthographic camera, we are not seeing the huge gaps in between the fill layer and the stroke layer. So we can just move it as far as we want and it will still look as if they're close by. So that's how we can solve the overlapping Z issue. And in the next video, I'll show you how to animate from here.